Welcome guys to this new video to Express. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get started into setting up Stripe as a payment gateway into your WooCommerce store. So Stripe is a powerful and popular payment processing tool that provides a seamless checkout experience of your customers. So let's get you through the process of the integration of Stripe with the WooCommerce setup. First of all, it's going to be really important to install the WooCommerce Stripe payment gateway plugin. For that, in this case, I'm using the actual WordPress. So first, make sure that you have the WooCommerce installed into your WordPress site. So here I'm going to focus into the left part that says plugins and go for add new plugin. Here what you want to do is to make sure that I'm going to type the word Woo, for example. And here, as you can see, we have the WooCommerce. It's really important to hit into install now, and then later on if we hit now into activate. So this is the part where you wanted to make sure that we can add, of course, a Stripe payment gateway. So what you want to do now that you have the actual WooCommerce is to focus into the left part, reload the page, and focus into the left part that says WooCommerce. As you can see directly here into the WooCommerce, we have the home section, the order, customer report, settings, status, and instructions. So what we can do is it's going to be showing us, of course, how to get started directly here. And here it's going to be showing you things to do next, your inbox, the ready to launch your store, and so much more. So once activated, what you want to do is to go directly here into WooCommerce, go directly where it says get paid. And here you will see that we have a lot of elements for how we can get started here. So there's additional payment options that we can get started for example, the PayPal payments, the Klarna, and so much more. Now, if you don't see the actual Stripe, the reason why is that might be once in your store in your country you're currently living, this might be not eligible for you. Or if you have already chose the option that says get started directly inside the Stripe, this might be directly added or appearing here into settings. If you focus here into settings, I'm going to go for payments. And here I now have the option that says Stripe. In this case, I have enabled the actual element that says Stripe. So if I go directly here into manage, what I wanted to do is to finish the setup of how we can actually get started in connecting my Stripe account. So if I'm opening a new tab, what I want to make sure is that I have an actual account into Stripe. If you don't, it's going to be really easy to get started totally for free. So guys, just choose an actual email as well as a passcode, verify your email, and your Stripe account should be created in no time. Now it's going to be really important, guys, to tell you that in order to start making some sales and of course making some transactions and all that directly into Stripe, you need to verify your actual business information and of course having a new store into the upper side. So as you can see here, we have the actual Woo payments already been enabled. So if I hit into activate my Stripe account, I wanted to make sure that I have my Stripe account signed in, and you can see that we have now this new section and I have ready to integrate. So here, this is the actual element where we can just get started by requiring the actual element. As you can see, we have the integration of the cost. And as you can see, integration details to via.cards, this one has been activated. We can configure Apple Pay, for example, and hit now into configure. So as you can see, we can add a new domain. And I'm going to hit now into add new domain, and we have the document download verification file. Of course, we need to host the verification file downloaded above to domain in the following location. But this is only if you wanted to enable this directly inside another domain. In this case, we're going to focus a lot on that. And now as you can see, we have now the payments already been gateway directly inside Stripe. Let's go back here and let's reload the page into WooCommerce. Now, if I focus directly here where it says settings, I needed to enable the actual account details. In this case, as you can see, the payment is disabled, the payout is disabled, and the webhook is disabled. So what I need to do, of course, is to make sure that the webhook endpoint directly into my Stripe account has now been added. So if I go here into my account, webhooks, into the developer, I go and add an endpoint. Here I choose the URL, which in this case is this one. So I copy this actual URL, I paste it here, and this one, let's say for example, this is my WooCommerce store. And there we go. Now listed into events in your account, event on connected account. The version should be my current version. In this case here, you can see no live webhooks have been received since monitoring began on today. So I choose this element and go for add new point. After connecting your Stripe account, you can configure the additional settings back into WordPress dashboard. You can enable the Stripe checkout, Apple Pay, Google Pay, so you can also adjust the settings for capturing payments immediately or authorizing them manually. In this case, I only enabled credit card and debit card, and the actual element of Apple Pay and Stripe only. And lastly, it's important to test your payment setup to ensure everything is working correctly. So what you want to do is to enable the test mode in the Stripe settings into the upper side within the actual settings. So here I wanted to enable the actual test mode. So it's going to be simulating all the actual transactions that appears into my store. It's going to be really important to save all the changes and to verify that the transaction processes successfully without any real charges. After that, what I wanted to do is to verify that there's no issue into my Stripe account and there's no issue directly into my WooCommerce home section. And that is actually it, guys. That is the way of how we can actually successfully set up Stripe into your WooCommerce store, providing a robust and flexible payment solution for your customers, guys. So be sure to switch off the test mode and go live once you are confident everything is set up correctly and you're actually good to go. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Be sure to like, to share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more amazing tools of how we can get started here inside WooCommerce and or the actual Stripe. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully with all of that being said, you continue to a brand new section of TechExpress. See you next time.